Whoa, hello. Back in more Disco Elysium. Cause I don't know. Early stream, which almost never happens, but sometimes it does. And that day is today, cause I got off at like 4. I guess I get off at 4 every Tuesday, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just get back with the what we were doing. What's
A
this?
small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Hmm.
There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeep, what board games do
Wonderful
you
board
have here?
games, sir? The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Education, fuck that.
Ritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Children. I don't play games with children, lady.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by
Well,
circumstance?
I would hope that me and Kim are friends. I don't feel as if I
Friends are
have any
technically
kids.
like family.
She fiddles with her pendant
For
thinking.
playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I don't like that. What about all these we're all
Lousy
things?
auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types.
Wait, this is a role-playing
know.
game.
Who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
But I'm playing a role-playing game currently.
I've heard they turn people
You're
into
part of a
occult
role-playing game.
enthusiasts. That they have rituals.
That's
Where
true.
they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
I did try to summon Gelzarb, Lord of the Third Realm, the other day. All because I was playing D&D.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Anything that catches
There's a
my
box
eye.
that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Nonsense
Nope,
for a
I don't have
new
25
email
real.
cards.
Fuck that. Ooh, what's this up here? Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Out of the cold and into the frying
Just
pan.
can't win.
What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me? We've met before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework.
How did I already forget? This was like
You've
2
been
minutes
running
ago.
around all week without your shirt on,
Oh,
sir.
uh-oh.
Telling people about being a star or something.
Oh no. Oh no, no,
Don't
no, no,
you
no, no.
understand who those stars are?
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, little
Yeah,
lady.
I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
That hurts, little lady.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Does it?
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party
you know,
eyes.
like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
I don't want to.
Don't leave us hanging like that, man. Open yourself to the experiences of the world. Expand your consciousness with amphetamines.
Thanks. I've
I'm
learned
glad I
something
could
about
help you,
myself
sir.
today.
Math.
Oof,
It's really
gross.
difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich.
No, you
Better
don't.
than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
The only thing you need to get rich is a lottery ticket.
Oh, found something while you were away. I
Ooh.
thought this would fit you. Like,
Oh,
thanks for helping out.
thanks.
Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Where'd you
Just
get
what
it?
Dick Mullen would ask. I
Oh,
got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. Yes,
a detective
just like
hat.
the one
Hell
Dick Mullen
yeah.
wears all the time. You look way more serious with that.
Thanks, little lady.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Sorry, I got you out of the coal mines and into the shop, the store, the thing you do. Hell yeah! Now I'm smart. Yep. Still don't have an option to. Yeah. Well. Look at that. Don't I look fancy schmancy now? The book collects the national recipes of Arda. Let's see. What's this?
Yes?
I didn't want to talk to Kim. That was whoopsie daisy.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Look through the
Crime
display of
fiction
books.
is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
You don't say.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Fair enough. Oop, owie.
Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree.
Ain't that
What's
the fucking
more,
truth?
they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You
Sure.
see Dick Mullen on the job.
Nope, I don't
The
want this
killing
list.
is
Oh god,
declared.
oh god.
Dick Mullen in the murder house.
All right,
Shelves
let's stop
filled
now.
to the brim.
I don't want to hear any more about Dick Mullen.
Lonesome. Long way home.
What the hell?
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district.
Oh, I'll leave that there. Picture book brochure, tome of fascist magic. What is
The
this?
plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies.
What I want is a map.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small
Beautiful.
pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
Okay.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme,
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic.
Fair
On
enough.
the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you,
Uh-oh.
radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas, lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark.
Huh.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy, is the north azimuth.
This is breaking my
Gra
brain.
is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Yeah, this is breaking my brain.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
Fair enough.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the river Esperance.
I'm getting a
Countless
geography
bridges
lesson
put
today.
the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
And west of
Houlon,
the river.
it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock.
Oh.
It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
It does sound pretty bad.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Almost, you say.
No, Coal City is worse.
Oh, well,
A
that's
charred
good.
limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you?
I think
No,
it's just me.
This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Damn straight.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry,
Storekeep,
officer,
I would like
the
this
map.
map.
Of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
The hell's that okay, you got a point there. I've
They're
got
quite
60 cents to
valuable,
my name.
though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
I take it you don't like
They didn't
that.
get that far,
What happened then?
for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I'm gonna leave. I obviously cannot afford anything in this shop, so I should go.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Fuck you!
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
I'm not a customer. I haven't paid for a single goddamn thing, lady.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Lady,
She looks away.
I am a
Why?
paranormal investigator.
Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. That's
No,
why you're
it's
afraid?
just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate
You
beyond
do?
the threshold.
My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Ma'am, I am a police
Why?
officer.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
Ma'am, I am a police officer. I am an officer of the law. I need you to respect me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Alright.
Let's just talk about this first, all right?
Alright,
No
we can
reason
talk.
for you to venture into the unknown.
What are you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
See, the necktie agrees with me.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled
I don't know what a
from
polyhedron
bones,
is.
sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head.
But that does
and
sound
the eye
gross.
sockets
What the
stares at you.
What the fuck?
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Lady, how can I convince you to let me inside your
Hello again,
curtains?
esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about the curtains, lady?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Because I just watched Ghostbusters last night and I'm
Just
feeling
let
like a
it go,
paranormal
officer.
investigator.
Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
Quit trying to use hypnotism on me, lady. If it's just a storage room, then why do you have that strange trinket on the curtains?
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said.
I don't believe
They
in
don't
curses.
call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
How does this
The
curse
curse
manifest itself?
It's so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
It's the
store.
curse of financial distress. Of
The worst
ruin
kind of curse
and
of all.
bankruptcy.
I've been cursed by that myself.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Ah.
It's not just that, officer. We're
Annette
dealing with
mentioned.
something supernatural here. It's the
Ooh,
cacodemons
hell yeah.
feeding off bad business practices and
Now that's what I
disappointing
wanna
income
see.
statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Let's see. Have you sought help from
Yes.
anyone?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators.
Seaman.
They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
It's never enough. Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
This? No, it's a special Himian amulet. Blessed
Lady,
by
you are way too
desert
superstitious.
shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate and see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with
Bruh.
psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
You don't get a choice in the matter, lady.
Psychic
I am taking
arts.
this case.
Sounds right down our
Gave smart-ass parenting advice. Alright, well. I am the master of the psychic arts.
Slither up to
Aha, let's do
you
this.
silver-tongued fiend.
Ma'am, I came here to
Show
help.
what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations
Are you
before.
sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of
You're no
paradetectives.
paradetective. You look nothing like one.
Well,
And you're clearly a drinker.
alright.
Pardon me for being so blunt, but
Fuck you.
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus.
Shut up,
alright?
electrochemistry.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
See, it is necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
I don't know, I just
Here
do.
we go.
I am the void revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad
I
energies.
should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Not at all, no.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask my partner Kim, he'll vouch for me. You know what, I'm not gonna put that on Kim. No problem whatsoever, your family is safe. The phantoms
If
are
you
no match for
promise,
me.
good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
The entity?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Man, I am really getting into
Yes,
this.
that chimney is part of the building's central
love being a
furnace, and it's
Ghostbuster.
enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
God knows what any of us are doing anywhere. They had a whole song about it in Monty Python.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Thank you.
And please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Why, thank you.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
I'll go. I'll be back later. Well, I am gonna go back here for funsies.
You see,
Open!
you see.
Oh!
Alright, let's see. Vaguely androgynous. I'll be back later to take care of this. Later, Gator. Well, that was a Oop. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Well, then it's not erotica. I need to go turn in my trash for money. Damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? Man. Either way. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Oh yeah, racist man. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. Shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly, you. Jump Jams, a popular musique mag.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
You fucking tell him, Kim. Don't let that man
Every school
racist
of
you.
thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell
It's
him.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in
Come
limbo.
on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Eat shit.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Fucking go off, Kim.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim. I got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Fuck
The
you.
lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What was that argument all
It's
about?
about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Okay,
That is,
racist.
bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Fuck off.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books.
Racist books.
The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
I really hope this is sarcastic, because I'm going to choose it. Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior
Open your
design.
eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay,
This
and...
concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant.
God, I'm getting a
The damn
racist
kids
rant.
are showing up good lately.
What the
Same
fuck?
with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt. Looking for something, runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Pretty much, yeah. What are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been
A
going on
strike?
then?
Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
I mean,
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
we're done. I'm just gonna go to... Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, magnesium. Hell yeah. Alright, time to go turn in some bottles.
The tear machine stands in the court. Your bottles clunk.
Hell
Do you know
yeah.
what you
Made
should
a
do with
dollar.
that money, kiddo. You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of
No, I don't want to. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat.
Why, thank
If
you,
want
lady.
to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Well, okay, I see you're clearly not in the mood.
Welcome to Frick.
Hello, thank
Feel
you.
free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
So I see you don't want to talk to me.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What
I
is
don't
this
know.
frit?
Frit?
Why is it written with
I
3
think they
T's?
think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
I agree, it does not make it funkier. What magazine are you reading? Is that a Sports Illustrated?
You mean this?
It's the only magazine name I know. Yes.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
You don't sound very happy with me.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
So who is the most stylish there? Can't be anyone for me. Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? Does he look like this? I bet your hat would take the prize. Is that an insult? I'm not sure if that's an insult.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
We could be the
You mean
fashion
this?
police.
This is
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very
She pops
futuristic.
her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods, her shoulders tense. She shuffles back only slightly. Bewilderment and repulsion root her in place. The
Fair enough.
lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk.
I mean,
with
I was-
an apologetic half smile.
I was just acknowledging that they were kissing.
Okay.
I have some
I'm
questions
not
for you,
really
lady.
supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Does Freed have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in
a
Rags?
warehouse. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is
She
important.
scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Well, in that case, I'm not going to
Uh-huh.
bother you. Can you tell me anything about this
Reality.
reality we're in?
You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or
No, I
I
meant the
don't
physical
know.
reality.
what about it?
Where are
We're in
we?
Frit?
No, I meant where are we on a larger
As
scale?
mankind, or as a nation, or
As a
in a
mankind.
good place? I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
This lady is actually very helpful for how unhelpful she is, I'll be honest.
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
I don't know how to read analog.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
Okay, but no, what was the revolution? The one we had
Yeah,
here.
It happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
I won't
Oh.
bother you with this nonsense anymore. Goodbye, little lady. Nice speaking to you. Alright, well. Freet. Hello, sir. Do you happen to have any money?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Hello, Mr. Scab. I am the law.
Yes. People get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
I just like to establish my authority.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
I am.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No,
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
I'm
Right
just here to hang out.
Work!
Actually, I don't really know why I'm
Right
here.
to Work!
Shut up.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've
Might be
chosen
time.
any sides yet.
Let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Not essentially. I am still a worker, and I barely get paid.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
Look, I have some
Maybe
questions
should
for you,
ask
buddy.
Them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
I don't know. I'm not sure they have the answer to that question.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Yeah. I want to get into the harbor
Have
too.
fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel
I know
cafeteria
nothing
there.
about a murder.
Well,
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
absolutely
Wouldn't put it
nothing.
past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
Hmm.
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring back up.
Well,
open up
not
the
really
gates
nothing.
for us.
I am walking around the
Blockading
city.
gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This isn't
We are
really
not
my area of
beginning science
expertise.
just yet, sir. Pity.
Let us work!
What
When
is a
bunch of
strike?
ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do they want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
Have the right to work!
Is he the only guy actually shouting at them?
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's
Damn.
something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting. What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing
He
new
ignores
clothes?
your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers.
I guess he's not
raising
wearing new clothes.
both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Who are all these strike
Honest
breakers?
men and women with rights
Well,
to work, to be useful.
you're pretty much giving me the
not
same
toys
answer for everything.
corporate interests.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis.
Not really helping the situation.
If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Why does anybody follow
Think
anybody?
They follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were.
Given a job to do!
You've
I'm
been
just gonna
talking
start
to him
skipping
for
whenever
quite
he
a
starts
while.
yelling.
Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, where are
What's
you
it to you?
from? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I thought you looked real
No,
familiar for a
Don't
second
think
there.
we've met before. I came to help out the people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your
Well,
background.
Workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem
Worked at
familiar.
Territorial. Ring a bell?
Nah, not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember
Uh-huh.
things well.
It was a long time ago.
What exactly is your
we
goal
were
here?
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Yeah, there is a giant racist man guarding the gates. And are you unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Why don't you just talk to
Like
them?
civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
I
It would be
see.
better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Yeah, I think I'm done with this conversation. I'm gonna go talk to Mananya.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You
No.
just got away from that fucking kid.
Let's see. What exactly is a
A kind
scab?
of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to
Could
like
be
them
bloody
much.
Stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried
We'd
talking to
explain
them?
the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, I'm not a scab dude. I'm just a
I was
cop.
just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I love this guy. That is the best philosophy. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Oh, this does not seem that simple.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
There's the issue. Past
Yeah,
Measurehead.
the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
and go past him again.
Okay.
You enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a
Not
physical
yet, no.
confrontation?
He's incredibly strong.
That's terrifying.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Sure.
Got it. Look, look, I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give
Sure
me
thing,
some?
my friend. I can help you out.
Let's see, hand-eye coordination, try to catch it.
The coin
Damn it.
narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The Boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Appreciate
Right,
it.
always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
So what's this
You
strike
know,
about?
Serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's
Okay.
a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Alright, nice talk. Gotta go. See you later. God. I forgot these stairs are my nightmare. Hello, racist man. Fuck off, racist man.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I
Grey
see?
sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
Okay, but how does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What is in
Sheets
the west?
of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Alright, alright.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you,
The
ghosts?
skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What is down the
Urban
shore?
coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond
The
that?
whole city end of all lines.
Fair enough.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the
There's a
east?
fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbour. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Proudhon, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond
a
the
silvery
Couron?
curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to
The
here?
yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet.
That's
He
fucked up.
swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the
A
south?
traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
Okay, but what's on the other
The road
side?
ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where the hood
The
at?
brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
Jesus, what am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder
In the
and look
rain-swept
further.
distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This
Motherfucker.
rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
I don't have $4, Kim. I don't have $4. Let's go inside. I think the dock workers should actually. Oh. Oh well. Never mind. Looks like I can't talk to the dock workers right now.
Can I help you?
Oh wait, we already got the key for the dumpster. I guess I should probably go open that, huh? Oh well. I'll get it later. Other things to deal with, man. Actually, I'll just get it now. Fuck it. Sup, Kuna? How you doing? I'm just passing by to get my dumpster.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
And raise it I
Don't.
will.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
I'm opening
The
it.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
I can't be
You
stopped.
see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes
You
of
see
carton.
milk, an egg rest
Gross.
with one broken
Good
egg
thing
in
I
it,
have gloves on.
some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
I'm gonna grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
All right.
These are marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
I'm
A
going
drab,
for it.
long-sleeved shirt,
Gross.
olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Gross. All right, I'm
This
bagging
is a
it.
military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Thrown out towel, a mug.
We should
That's
go to
all.
Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the whirling might have
Not
been
really.
involved, maybe?
All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okie
the
dokie.
lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm getting the mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An
Only in
antique?
its social sensibility.
I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry, Kim.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Oh, I think there is.
This.
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
I'm taking it
Something
out.
larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it.
It's my
They look badly
clipboard.
damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look.
Well,
This plastic has
okay,
the
so it
Arctic
is.
Street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
well, that's good.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to
What
begin.
are you talking about?
I don't
I
know.
don't know either. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some have fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Okay,
It would also
I'll do that.
occur to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are in.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Yes, yes, I know how to interact with stuff.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Yeah, we did.
Tremble. The time is now.
What time would that
Time
be?
For the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. the world would disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream. Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism? It's definitely
It's
a joke.
Totally also a coping mechanism.
Well, I'm opting in.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Bet.
An intricate web of blue line. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky. But something gone. For you to discover. Someone close to the victim might.
Fuck. I'm gonna start researching Cop of the Apocalypse. -1 rhetoric. Retro. Oh no, I've got -2 visual calculus too. Well, looks like that's only for 35 more minutes though, at least. Let's see. What does this
It's
ledger
the
have for me?
found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Bet. Alright.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
I'm gonna run my finger across the
surface is interrupted by a
aluminium.
silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It
What
depends.
kind of information?
Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I
Any
read it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do. All
Like,
RCM vehicles have
ooh,
headlights
I'm gonna read
designed
that
to reveal halogen
later.
watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Browse
They're
the
not
white
exactly
papers.
White. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and
Well,
alcohol.
Yeah,
Covered
well,
in dense blue
that's
handwriting.
you don't need to.
Ink escapes into watercolor
You don't need to
patterns,
go into that much
reaching
detail.
its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was mention of a naming convention
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, Still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. God, I only hope they're in crayon.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Give me more.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and The Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Murder's a big part of my life.
You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
Kind of.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. I need someone to reassure me that these are cool names.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with
Oh,
titles.
you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Well, good, then I'm not crazy, but why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Excuse me. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his eye. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Yeah, I love you, Kim.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened
Rail
to him?
spiked through the head.
Oof.
He died.
Damn.
It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official
There
case. Is there
for
room?
precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain
Hell
untouched
yeah.
by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
I'm committing it to
The
paper.
tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? Because
No,
I would
actually.
love
Any
that.
ideas?
The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Kim sounds, for the first time, excited to be
I'm
talking
going
to me.
Start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Browse the
In
yellow
back, you
papers.
see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow.
Lord.
Some bright red. All covered in boxes.
I'm just sitting
like
here next to
marching
Kuno for like an
armies.
hour just looking
These
at a goddamn
look like official
clipboard.
forms waiting to be filled out.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field
Dozens of pages
autopsy.
of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Gross.
Color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Yes,
All right,
all that
I'm done with
remains
this.
now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Continue.
What delicious power hidden
Oh,
within
nice.
this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
One only hopes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put the ledger away. I think I've seen enough of that ledger for now. Goodness gracious. Map wall, interfacing, challenging, damaged, ledger, logic, medium. Oh, yes. I'll wait until later. I am gonna re-up that Inland Empire, though, because, gotta have, gotta be able to talk to that corpse. I gotta get answers, you know? And, well, I mean, who better to get answers from than the corpse itself? What's this? I see. Not much. What's this? It's a wall.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall?
You have
Damn
no
it.
clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
I'm gonna make a picture on that wall. Just you wait. Ooh, what's this? Nice, some Rial. What up, Kunoas?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
I just figured maybe you'd be less of a bitch if I talked to you in person.
It's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Fucking clever with me, pig.
Alright, fair enough.
So clever.
Sorry, I apologize. That was kind of rude of me. So I take it you don't want to talk? Let's see. Alright. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of stuff I can grab here. Healing item gained, nose of fed, item gained, orange bum hat. Ooh, +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric, though. Well, that's balls. That's locked. Barrels are half full of rainwater. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Oh, alright. Buddy! Hey, buddy!
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
What's up, fam?
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
No trouble for me, young man. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on
I
here.
don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to talk to
It's
you.
the god.
Oops.
Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk
Is
to you.
it really that important?
A guy got murdered.
Like a nervous cat, he
So,
keeps
yes?
stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Alright, so apparently I now believe his name is Martin Martinez. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
Not really, no.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Oh,
And when did you speak to this more
That's not a cop.
muscular gentleman?
What did he look like?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Is your Sunday friend sexy?
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Bet. That does sound like a good time. Never watched rugby, but I'm sure it'll be fun. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Huh.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
All right, we'll
No.
talk later.
We won't.
Okay, we won't talk later.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Wait, please don't leave.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Please don't leave, my friend. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
Well, I guess if that's all you have to say.
Hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thanks, smoker. In my apartment, we would get in trouble if we threw cigarettes off the balcony. Not that I would know. Cigarettes are an unhealthy habit.
He's gone.
Well, I guess I just... Okay. Okay, maybe I've smoked a lot of cigarettes in my life, but... I've never thrown them off a balcony. Not off of my balcony, anyways. Because, you know, what if you start a fire down there? We should run after him, see where
no
we
point
went.
in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give
he
up?
Could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Yeah, we need to tell him to back the fuck off of our case.
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
I did see that.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Good idea. Here, let's see.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleep. There's a key beneath it.
Hell yeah.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the
We
right
just
one?
have to go in and see.
Alright. Time to finish my thought.
Socioeconomics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the
Left-wing
world.
dialogue
with a
options give
shit-eating
4
grin.
XP.
All he
Minus
has
1
managed to
visual
do
calculus,
is make
minus 1
himself
authority.
sad.
God damn.
He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over, personally, with his socio...
Yeah, whatever. I'm alright with it. I have minus 1 rhetoric and minus 1 visual calculus thanks to my thoughts. Which means my visual calculus is sitting at a solid 1. Huh. Well, I guess can't really worry about that too much. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Alright, I'm back. Let's, Wait, what? Wait, hold up, what? Did I just put it in Inland Empire? Well. Wait, what the hell did I just put it in then? Where did my skill point go? What the hell? I don't understand. Where? Huh. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah. I guess I'm not gonna worry about it. Ours is not to wonder why, right? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, flip up glasses. I'm gonna equip them. They're gonna make me look smart. +1 logic, -1 authority. What's my authority looking like right now? Looking at a 4. What's my logic looking like though? A 1. I could definitely use that logic though. Definitely use that logic. Let's see. Old shoe rack. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes with them. Snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. Alright. Let's see what's in here. A bathroom. 42 real. Or I guess 42 cents. I'm just gonna call it cents. I'm just gonna call it cents. I'm gonna call it dollars. I'm just gonna deal with it like that.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Knock knock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
That's fair. I'll come back to that.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
I'll come back to that as well. Postcard. Ooh, postcard. Those are worth money. 25 or 0.25 real. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. Confito says a firing squad for the rich. Hello.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Well, I'm sorry.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Please don't cough on me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
It is very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Why is everyone so hesitant to give me their name? Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Well, that's cozy.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Sounds like you should ask for a raise.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm not saying you should unionize, but you may want to consider like going out of the docks and getting a job there. I'm sure they could use a lady of your stature. I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
No. You don't understand, lady. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's Martin Martinez.
Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez.
Kim.
Like Jim Jambrook or Raoul Ravageau.
Kim, why did you let me ask this poor lady for Martin Martinez if you knew I was being fooled?
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Well, scrawny is kind of rude, but I think so.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
That's hot. Maybe I should go join them.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
Jesus, lady,
He's
are you good?
upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
You seem like a nosy old hag. Who lives in apartment
No
number
one
10?
lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I heard someone walking inside, lady.
I would know if someone had moved
I know
in
what I
there.
heard.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll do your job for you.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Yeah, but who lives behind the padlocked
Oh,
door?
That one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Wait, astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to
Isn't
leave
astrology
his
like
drawings
the-
up on the wall.
Like the astrological signs? Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The
Old hag.
lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... Forget it. She
All right, that's
mumbles
all.
some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Alright, later, Gator. I don't know where any of these doors go, but hey, what can you do? Sea below looks
A
cold
shift
and
in
winter
temperature.
gray.
The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
I'm gonna rub my sides for
Former
warmth.
architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
That's fucking cold.
Is red from the cold.
Her face?
She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
What about the plan?
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Huh. Don't know what that was about. Well, if someone has torn down the wall, then I'm getting in here. What do you think, Kim? Well, I got in there just fine anyways. Well, first things first, I'm going to equip my chain cutters. Oh, that postcard's only worth 0.15 real. That's pretty lame. I need that plastic bag so I can open stuff.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk
I don't have an experience point, do I? No, I don't. Balls. Hmm. I still just don't get it. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick save. Because I really want in
This
here.
door has been closed with a padlock. The
Well,
shackle
works out.
snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Thank you, Kim. I like that he was just okay with me breaking into someone's apartment. Flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Kim, why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Kim, who is
He's known as the
Krasmazov?
father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution.
Father Mazov, the hero of the working class.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
Hell yeah. Do you share my
There
enthusiasm,
aren't
Kim?
many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
I keep it going. Lounge jacket. Wait, was that all I... Oh, it was a lounge jacket. Conceptualization. Esprit de corps. I'll keep my current jacket on. If I need conceptualization for something later,
You
I'll
hear
use it.
someone walking around. The walking
Knock,
stops
knock.
abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A
Knock,
poor
knock.
promenade from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is the police. Open
Do
up.
I have to open the door?
Yes, I am the police.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
I'll kick down the door. I really have no qualms.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in
Excuse
here?
me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in, lady. That's called probable cause.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. I do my best. Hello, ma'am. Just gonna go ahead and grab these shoes from you. +1 to indirect modes of taxation.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
Damn straight.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Huh. Well. Very least, I don't have -1 to my savoir-faire anymore. Well, I don't have +1 to my composure either, but I do need more money. So I am Hello, lady.
My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
Allegedly.
Please, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Yeah, I'll inspect it.
Feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Alright, everything seems to be in order today, ma'am.
Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you, why are you in a fucking apart. Why are you in here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Well, reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
You'd be wrong.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment
that's
down the
another
hallway?
Huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall.
A hole
Can
in
you
the wall.
believe it?
I mean, I went
The
through that
tenant
hole,
ran
so yeah.
off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
My money has also disappeared, I
Well,
think.
it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
You mean cheap.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
Whatever you say,
It's
lady.
as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
So wait, what happened to
Don't
the wall?
ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it.
You're not very helpful today, lady.
Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Well. That task. Alright, I'll go tell her that I did it. Hello, lady. Are you proud of me yet?
Give me a moment.
Look, I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Let's see. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
You're right.
She's
That was a little overboard.
seen it and known those who have been killed.
I stand by it. Eat the rich. Let's see. I'll go back in here. So where does this lead then? Ah, up to the top shelf. Okay. I gotcha. Everything makes sense now. I still want to know why I can't get into this room, though. All I want to do is get into that room, damn it. Oh, that lady's gone. Bet. What is this? Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram. The
Yes,
star
yes,
and
yes, I know.
antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted
I already
by
know.
myself and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
But what is it evoking? Oh,
Gone is the glory.
well, that made
of
me sad.
Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and save. There we go. I'm gonna hop off now because I've got something that I need to go do. But I will be back with more Disco Elysium at a later date. Probably in the next couple days. Probably Thursday, I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Check back next time. Hell, I may be on later tonight. I don't even know yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check back next time, and I will see y'all later. Bye bye.